Hello guys, welcome back to Blueprints. If I start it up at least. Episode number 38. That's what we will be doing. This time we will do a full episode and export it to YouTube later on. So we are, although this is a YouTube episode, we are recording it on a Twitch stream. A bit different than the previous episodes. We're gonna mess around a bit with trophies, so I thought let's do that. Profiles. Day 91 we are. In our episode structure. Day 91, day 92 probably then. Yep, day 92 we're starting. In the last episodes, we messed around a little bit, explaining about the RNG, which is not so RNG as many people thought. So we built a bit of an orange day structure going up to the antechamber in room 46 pretty quickly. We had above the entrance hall, we got the foyer. We were running double orange with Banner of the King on orange and the Royal Scepter on orange. We got the foyer and the Great Hall here close to the entry hall. We went to the right, we got a tunnel and we just tunneled it up all the way to the top and walked into the antechamber after opening the level 46 lever thing. This time, I don't know why I started up this account, because we're actually not going to play on this account. Because we're sort of done on this account. We have solved all the puzzles in all of the episodes that you have watched previously. And so this is a bit of the roundup episodes, but we have still a couple of things unchecked, as you can see. All of these trophies, full house. When you have filled up every square in the house, not that hard to do. Once you can re-roll with stars and things like that, it's not that hard to do. Explorer's trophy is when you find all the rooms, all the 110 rooms, then you get that one. Bullseye is 40 dartboards. We played more than 40 dartboards, so that has a check. The same for the parlor games. We have created all the 8 different workshop contraptions, so Trophy of Invention. We have unlocked all the 8 realm sigils, so those are solved as well, and we also solved the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. And then an episode or 2-3 ago, we did the sweepstakes, where we had to break the record of 19 dead ends in the house, and we had 20 or 21, so we broke it, and we got the check on that as well. Inheritance trophy, that's the first trophy that you get when you reach room 46. From that moment, you sort of unlock the trophies thing, so. And then Trophy of Wealth, we had to buy out the entire showroom, which is usually 200-300 coins. Then the trophy shows up, and you also have to buy the trophy, which is, yeah, sometimes annoying. Because people do not expect to spend an extra 100 coins on the trophy itself. So that's the game trolling you a little bit there. You try to get as many coins as possible, maybe play in the casino a bit. You show up with like, okay, I have 250 coins, that's good enough to buy the 4 items. One will be 60, the other one 80 and 50, and you maybe need like, worst case scenario, it's 80, 60, 50, 50, I think. So then you need like about 240 coins to buy out the entire showroom, and then you arrive there with 250 coins, and then you have 10 coins left, and then the trophy shows up, which is 100 coins. You need to find more money then. So it's a bit annoying. But they don't tell you that. It's only when you buy out the thing that it shows you the trophy and tells you that, hey, we need an extra 100 coins for the trophy. It's also the only trophy that you have to buy. And then the diploma trophy. The diploma. I was about to say diplomatic, but the diploma trophy, you need to ace the final exam. So you need to get the schoolhouse with the 8 classrooms and keep searching for the 9th classroom, which is a thing, and That's the final exam. You get 30 minutes to solve 46 questions. Of course, you need to know the answers. So you need to have read the books, made some notes, keep your notes standby for that. And you need to ace it, which means you need A+, A, or A-. Anything B+ or lower is no good. You will not get the trophy. So, which leaves us with, for this episode, messing around a bit with these things here. The day 1 trophy, you need to reach room 46 in 1 day. You cannot do that, obviously, in an account where we are playing on 92 days. That will not work. So you're going to have to create a new profile, and you need to be lucky. That's pretty clear. Of course, we have the knowledge of the game. You know what things are doing, but things still need to happen on a day 1 run. There are ways of getting into the antechamber. The broken lever is in the house on day 1. The greenhouse is in the house, so you can get south. The east entrance you can get because the great hall is in the hall and in the room, and also the foyer. It's in the pool grid on day 1. So foyer great hall combination is possible. Broken lever with the greenhouse is possible. And of course, the most interesting one will be secret garden. You can get the secret garden from the darts boards if you're lucky on day 1. You can find it on the attic, potentially somewhere in one of the closets, maybe. It is in the house. The secret garden key is in the house, but it needs to be lucky. So that might require a few runs to get that all done. And of course, what you definitely need is power, utility, because you need to power the garage door. You need a garage in the house. Because you need to go outside, preferably with 2 rolling dice, so that you can re-roll if needed, so that you are guaranteed the tomb outside. Because you need to go downstairs there to move that minecart. Now, with only the tube, you can get it if you get pool and pump room and put the reservoir on level 13. Then you can go in down below in the tomb. You can get in the boat, go across, then you can reach room 46 lever and open it. Then come back and go upstairs and with something like the secret garden and go in from the west, and you can just walk in. Normally, if you do that, if you can reach room 46 on day 1, you also have the trophy of speed, normally, because you more than likely will have it under an hour. If you don't mess about, of course. If you're not taking a dinner break in between when you're running. You start the day and keep going on a decent pace, and then 35-40 minutes you should be there. If everything goes your way, you should be there and you get both of these trophies. And then we have dare mode, which is, let's say, the medium level, where you have to play at least 4 days, because you're going to get 4 different dares. And day 1, you just need to keep track of that one dare. On day 2, you will have 2 dares or challenges to keep track of. And then day 3 and 4 and so on. And then from day 5 on, you will not get extra dares. So then you can just keep playing with those 4 dares. But only from day 5 on, you can reach room 46. No point in going in room 46. Let's say if the stars align and you're a bit lucky, in theory you could get, in dare mode, you could get to room 46 on day 2 or 3. That will not count. You need to wait till you have your 4 dares. So I think you can do it on day 4. If not, then you need to wait till day 5, but that's fine. And then the curse mode, similar story, but then you don't, that's the highest level. Then you, of course, the most problem there is that you're cursed. So you want to avoid any room which is not blue, basically. You definitely want to avoid the aquarium. And you only have 13 steps to work with, which means it's going to take you quite a few days. So we'll do some attempts in the dare mode and the curse mode, so that I can sort of show you how it works. Once you reach one of those trophies, day 1, speed, dare, or cursed, one of those 4 trophies, you're going to get them on that account. You're going to have to, you reach room 46, always start up the next day as well on that account. And then collect your trophy. Once you have your trophy collected, then you come back to your main account, in this case the one we are on here, and you go to the grotto and you go to the admin computer. Log on with one of the admin keys with admin rights. So don't use Aunt Babbage or something, because she only has user rights, not admin rights. So use one of the lab people, either Moore or Thompson. Use one of those. We'll do, what's the first name of Moore? I don't even remember. We'll do Thompson then, because I know her name is Kimberly. So Tom K for Kimberly Thompson. Because if you use any of the other admin keys, you will only have user database. And that's not what we want. You want to have access to the admin logs, not necessarily, but to the data files. So you need an admin right, so you can only use Randolph is his name. Randolph Moore or Kimberly Thompson. One of those two will work. Then you can go to the data files and you can import trophy data, as you can see. Once you have the trophies on those other profiles, then you can import them here through this computer, and that is how you get your trophies from different profiles onto one account. So you have to use the this computer here in the grotto. Okay, that sort of explains how it needs to be done when you get the trophies, but of course we don't have the trophies. So it's no point in importing trophy data, we have no data. So we're gonna have to get out of here, save and quit. Now, as you can see, we have a day 20 cursed mode going at the moment. We will switch to that maybe later, but I will show you how it works when you... let's boot up another dare mode, but we will delete it immediately, and then a cursed mode, and we will do a dare mode then. But I will just show you how to start a cursed mode. So here you get, because of course when you first played it, you don't have any of these modes. You will just start the game in a normal mode. And as you go through the game, the bequest mode is the normal mode, basically. So that's where you do your day 1 trophy or your 1 hour trophy. You can do that just on normal bequest mode. The dare mode, that's where you want one of those trophies. And then the curse mode. Let's do the curse mode quickly. I will show you what is specific on that day. But on the curse mode, the main issue is, of course, the fact that you're cursed in combination with having not many steps. That's a problem on curse mode. But other than that, it's actually not that challenging. The dare mode, you just need to be patient, right? But if you can come up with some strategy with bedrooms and kitchen and dining room, you can easily get to the antechamber. What else is possible? A pool followed by a sauna is also not a bad idea, because then you start the next day with 33 steps instead of 13. That's our first problem, of course. As you can see on the left top there, we have 13 steps. Of course, it's a day 1, but here is the problem. We are cursed. What does that mean? That means that if you drop the bedroom, you're going to lose a step. If you drop the hallway, you're going to lose a key. If you drop the green room, you're going to lose a gem. If you drop the shop, you're going to lose a coin. If you drop the red room, you're going to lose 1 step, 1 coin, 1 key, and 1 gem. If you drop an aquarium, which is every color of the rooms, then you basically lose 2 of everything. 2 steps, 2 keys, 2 gems, and 2 coins. So aquarium is the worst room to draft in this mode. And other than that, sometimes you have no choice. Strategy here is, of course, if you can get a hallway T-shape down below here, put it in, because you don't have a key yet. You cannot lose a key if you don't have one yet. First room that you draft. Green room, same story. If you can get your hands on a green room, let's say a courtyard, and you only have 1 gem in your inventory. The courtyard is going to cost you a gem anyway. So just use that gem to draft the courtyard. You will not lose an extra gem because you drafted the green room, because you have no extra gems. So getting some of the other color rooms early in the grid It's not a bad idea, and it also saves you the blue rooms for later on. Blue rooms do not cost you anything, as you can see. The problem with the bedrooms is, of course, you need to use the good ones because, for instance, a guest bedroom gives you 10 steps. So if you draft that room, you're going to lose a step for drafting it, but then you gain 10 by walking into it. So that is a +9 positive result. In that case, the bedroom is not that bad. In all of the other bedrooms, you're actually going to lose steps, so not that great. The other problem you have is outside. Everything, as you can see, is red in curse mode, even the sky. So what you're going to have to do in a curse mode is you're going to have to do some preparation. Try to do as much as you can with your 13 steps. And try to get some stuff going. Right? Unlock the gemstone cave. Maybe get the blue flames in order so that you could potentially get the chessboard going. And use the power of the Banner of the King. Which makes it easier to get to the antechamber, but especially if you run orange days. Of course, running orange days in curse mode, it's not ideal. But of course, if you have a orange strategy with foyer, great hall and tunnel, you can just walk to the antechamber. All of the doors will be unlocked. It doesn't matter. You will lose all your keys, obviously, because every time you drop the orange room, you will lose a key. But it doesn't matter that much because the doors will be unlocked. As you can see, there is also a problem with the orchard. In curse mode, that thing is completely burned down. The trees are vanished. The smudge pots are, I don't know, bombed or something. So yeah, that means basically that you cannot unlock the orchid because it's not existing, which also means you do not get 20 extra steps tomorrow. That's of course to go at, but make no mistake, you can still switch the blue flame. So that does work. So you could potentially, if you unlock the gemstone cave and the schoolhouse and the hovel outside, then you have your 4 blue flames. The elevator will be here and you can do the chessboard thing whenever you have chess piece rooms in your house, and that can be done. You can get the study in the office, and then the other rooms are easier to get for your chess pieces. So yeah, that's sort of like the thing that you do, but you're going to play very short days, of course, because you only have 13 steps. And that's sort of how that works. Try to get as much done as possible. You call it start a day and try to find the garage and utility that you have that garage that you can unlock the west gate. And then call it a day and start a new day. You can only do as much as you can with 13 steps. Now, as you saw before, I'm going to call it a day here because I have one going of these curse mode things. And we're not in bad shape there at all. On that one. We have that day 20 account going. We might have a look on that later on and see if we can get to room 46 in curse mode. Because I have a day 20 running. What do we have on that day 20 preparation wise? We have unlocked the west gate. We have at some point we had the tomb. We have moved the minecart. Our boat is on level 13. On level 13, so we can get in the boat and cross the reservoir potentially. That's what we did the first time. But meanwhile, we also found the items on one of those days. We had a workshop and we found the items to make the power hammer. So we smashed the wall outside and then called it a day and started a new day. Solved the puzzle downstairs. Called it a day and started a new day. So preparation wise, we are pretty good on that day 20 run that I have going here. We basically just need steps and we need a way into the antechamber. Because we can go downstairs to pull the lever to open room 46. If we have a way in the antechamber, we can just walk in. Every else of the preparation is done on our curse mode here. I did a test run the other day and yeah, I had connection to the antechamber and everything. I just did not have any way of opening the doors. I couldn't find the secret garden key. I could not find the great hall. And I couldn't find the greenhouse. Although I had the broken lever I think from the first or the second room in the house, I had the broken lever with me. I couldn't. I tried every square on the edge. I could not get a greenhouse. We used a lot of bedroom strategy to get steps, but so yeah, this we just need one lucky day and we have the curse mode done. I am going to clear this, of course, and we're going to do it again. But this time we're going to do have a look on the dare mode to see how that works. So again, here you start a new profile. This time in dare mode. There are a few things you need to be careful of in dare mode. Don't do anything else when you start up the first time than going straight forward and pick up the letter and see what it says. Do not pick up the blueprint first, for instance, because one of the dares on day one could be don't pick up the blueprint. On a day 2 or on a day 3, one of the dares could be do not exit the entry hall through this doorway. So if you have the west gate unlocked on day 2 or 3, do not first go outside to draft your outside room, because you might fail immediately. So how does it work? You pick up this thing here. Don't pick up the blueprint yet, because that might be the dare. You have to if you have bad luck, you might have to play without the map. Depends on what the first. You can only have that. Don't pick up the blueprint. You can only have on day 1, obviously. This is a very annoying one. I dare you to end each day with 0 keys, 0 gems, and 0 coins. That is very annoying. Because that basically means, unless you have a way to get rid of these things, you can't pick up any of them. Because you might have 2 keys with you and you think like, oh yeah, I'm good, you know. If we run into a locked door, I can use my keys, no problem. But what if there are suddenly only 2 ways out in your grid, and one of them is a keycard door, and you don't have a keycard, or you don't have the keycard system off? That means that you are there, you can only open one other door, and you run into another keycard door, and there you are. You still have 1 key with you, and you cannot get rid of that key. You can get rid of 1 coin by throwing it in the fountain. You can get rid of some coins by going in and out of the chapel. That's an option. The gems, you can only get rid of gems by actually drafting a room which are gems, and which is also a very tricky business. So this is already one of these dares where you could say like, are we going to do this? Or am I just resetting and start a new account? Clear this save and start a new account again. We could give it a go, but this is a very, very bad one. So the benefit that we have here is that we can go outside, we can pick up the blueprint, so at least we do not have to play without the map. We can open our map because we picked up the blueprint. But there is also one where you cannot pick up the blueprint on day 1 and forever, which means you have to play that whole dare account without the map. Which is, yeah, then you need to have a good orientation. Of course, we're not in curse mode, so we do have the orchid. We can unlock the orchid, which will give us 20 steps more tomorrow. Of course, you need to use all your knowledge that you have gained through the normal playthrough, obviously. If you don't know it by heart, then obviously use your notes from your normal account, assuming that you made notes. But yeah, if you played this game somewhat decent, then you will have notes. Either it's on a piece of paper or on your iPad or whatever. I use the Google document on my second screen on standby, and then we filled in their stuff, and then later we added some screenshots there, here and there. So that's the node structure that we're using. It's day one, so that also means you're gonna get closet, hallway, and bedroom as your first 3 rooms. On day one, you always get those 3. The bedroom on day one always has a trunk, for instance. There you go. No surprise there, for those who didn't know that. These are the first 3 rooms that always show up if you create a new account. And the bedroom on day one always has a trunk, which you can open with either a sledgehammer or a key. We'll do the closet and see what we can get. Rolling dice. Okay, we got 1 key here. We're obviously not picking it up unless we run into a door which is locked. This is of course the other problem. The biggest problem with this is the gems. Because I can pick this up, right? Now I have a gem in my hand. I need to get rid of that gem because that is my dare. Yeah, you can open the blueprint. On the bottom is your dare list. That's compared to your normal account. That's new. You can click always on this dare list to see, like, I dare you to end each day with 0 keys and 0 gems, which means you need to get rid of your stuff. So you can pick it up, but then you need to draft a gem room as quickly as possible, right? And but that's of course a problem, because there are some really good rooms which have 2 or 3 gem requirements. So if I play this parlor game here, and we succeed, all 3 boxes contain gems, that's a lie. The other 2 boxes contain gems, that's a lie. This box contains the gems, that is the truth. There's only 1 which has gems, so yeah, I can pick these up. Now I have 3 gems. Now I need to get rid of these 3 gems before I run into dead ends, or otherwise we already fail, right? Corridor is always unlocked. Yeah, that's good. On the other hand, it's not so great if you have a key, right? We have 1 key in the house. That's the other thing you're gonna have to remember where your keys are and so on. Spare room here is fine. So you're gonna need a lot of steps as well with this, of course, because okay, we're gonna go breaker box, obviously. Just to put the garage power on, and also to solve this thing quickly. So put everything on green, then make everything blue. And then you click on the red, and then blue will make it purple. Get a red again, click on the blue to make it purple. Get a red again, click on the blue to make it hands and repeat. Until you have 5 purples, and once you have 5 purples, you can make the 6th one purple as well. It's the only way to do it. Then you need white on position 4. So you can click, you can only create 1 white, so don't misclick, click on the 4th one. And then you want to make this blue, click on the blue, so that the blue is on the left. Click, make it red here, click on purple again. So now we have purple over here. We make this one red. Now we have white, red, purple. Now you make this one blue by clicking on the purple. Click on the blue again so that the blue goes to position 2. Make this one green. And now we have the 5 different colors, and you just take away the color here. We'll open utility. Which means we can pull the lever and unlock the gemstone cave. And that means that you will start tomorrow with 2 gems. But that's not that bad, because you usually need some gem rooms quickly. It's tricky though. It remains to be tricky. There is no other way of saying it. Because now we have 3 gems. We only have 2 doors. We have 3 gems we need to get rid of. If those 2 doors give me a dead end, we are failing. Because then I have no way of getting rid of these gems. That first dare that we got there was not a good one. There are way easier gem dares around. You can have some dares like where the parlor game we just played. you can have a dare where you can not open the one with the gems. So the only thing you have to do is, if you drop the parlor, open one of the boxes which don't have the gems. So open an empty box, in other words. You can have a dare where if you drop the shop, you have to buy exactly one item in every shop you dropped. But that is controllable, because that means if you don't have enough coins, then don't drop the shop, drop something else. If you do have enough coins, being 6 coins for a commissary, 2 coins for a kitchen is the minimum you need to have. Kitchen, you can always buy a banana for 2 coins. So as long as you have 2 coins, you can drop a kitchen. As long as you have 6 coins, that's what you need, because if you have bad luck, the commissary could have something like a shovel, sledgehammer, metal detector, and then a set of gems. And then the minimum amount that you need is 6 coins. So that's why you need 6 coins before you can drop a commissary. If you have that there, obviously. Okay, we got 2 blue flames done. Yeah, we need to get to the garage, basically. We have powered the garage. And we need to get rid of gems. The garage needs a gem, so if we can keep 1 gem to drop the garage, that would be great. This is actually great. Passageway that will get rid of 2 gems, and now we can try to work our way to the left without using a gem and save it for the garage. This is a bit of a gamble. We're losing half our steps and trying to work here to the garage. My only goal here is to get the garage. That's a problem, because the game is screwing us over by giving us a keycard door. Okay, all we will do. That is a problem. Now we have a problem. We know we have a key, but I don't know if I can go and pick it up with the wait room being used. Well, I don't think we do. I don't think we have enough steps. But that's fine. It's a piss pot there anyway.
And I will say goodbye.
And this is what happens when the dare mode fails.
And the sea.
If you manage to fail any of your dares, in this case we only had one, but a very bad one, so I was about to delete it anyway and start a new one. But I thought I will show you what happens when you fail. In this case we failed because we have no more steps. We have to call it a day. We still have a key and a gem in our hand, and that's why it failed. It did not fail because we ran out of steps. It failed because we still had a key and a gem in our hand. It's one of the worst ones to get, because you need keys and gems to work your way up to the house, into the higher ranks. So it's one of the worst ones you could get. So this is how not to do it. Now let's try an attempt where we can do it. It automatically, seeing we failed, it will automatically delete that save file anyway. So we'll start a new one and hopefully we get a better dare. We're kind of hoping on the parlor or the shop there, or something else which you can easily control. There are a few easy ones. If you're lucky, you can get 4 easy ones, and then it's more or less is a normal playthrough in a way. Then it's just a matter of trying to get as quickly as possible to the tomb, to move the minecart and solve some other stuff. Get the power hammer so that you can break that puzzle down below. Again, on the day 1, always walk up to that thing and see what the first dare is before you do anything else. It's the same thing again. It gives me that same shit again. Okay, call it a day. This is something you might be able to control if this is like your 4th dare, but don't bother with it. If this is your first or your second dare, you're gonna have a hard time. I'm not saying you cannot do it, but this is not you want another dare on day 1. But if you can first do like 3 days of preparation, and then you get that one with the gems on day 4, you might be able to skip it. Might be. Okay, so we're gonna clear this one. Obviously, we don't want to do that thing. So we're gonna create another one. We're just looking for another dare than this stupid one with the no keys, no gems. The keys is not such a bad deal because you can just leave the keys be wherever they are, like we just did now. You leave them be wherever they are. Just need to make sure that you can get back to that room with enough steps. Then you can always go back. If you run into a closed door, you can go back and pick up the key. You can pick up the key if you know if you have a locked door, then you can get rid of the key. Putting the chapel in the house is also not a bad idea in that case because you can get rid of your coins then. But also that, keep in mind, you need enough steps, right? Sometimes you combine it. Okay, can we get something else than the gems, please? Okay, yeah, this is a better dare one. I dare you to make exactly one purchase or trade in each shop you dropped. So if you dropped a shop or the trade post outside, you have to either buy something in the shops or do one trade. Not 2, not 3, not 4, no, only one item. And if you do drop the shop, you need to buy one item, right? I do think, if I'm not mistaken, that you can go search for some coins and then come back to buy one item. But I'm not 100% sure. It might be that when you drop the room that you have to buy it immediately. But this is doable. Now we can maybe make some progress. We can play with the map, that's already something. That's also a bad one to get. We'll immediately go outside, do the blue flame in the orchid again. And then we're mainly looking for a garage with utility. That's the thing that we want to get rid of the first, of course. We want to open that west gate so that we can do in the morning. And that's also something we want to get that minecart out of the way as quickly as possible, because one of the dares could be do not exit the entry hall. So you want to get as much done as possible before you get that one. Because if you get that one, then you're of course then your only way to go downstairs is either by foundation or going outside through the garage every time. Which means you need to have the garage in your house every time, if you have that dare. It's also not a good one though. You can't exit the front door. Okay. So yeah, we don't have to worry too much about anything at the moment. Just need to remember, don't drop the shop unless you have enough coins with you. That's the only thing we have to keep track of for now. It's not that bad. So what our plan today is try to get as much preparation done to reach room 46. As much as we can get. Hallway is fine. We'll pick up some coins. Don't eat any fruit, could also be one of the dares. But yeah, that is, you know. Then here is fine. Like now we already have 4 coins, so we could potentially already, and a gem, so we could potentially already drop the kitchen. We can't drop the commissary because if the cheapest item in there is a shovel, we cannot afford it. So that is something I will not risk. I will look for some items in here. Coupon book, okay, might make things a bit cheaper. What is this here? Deposit key 304. That's not gonna help us to open room 46. We have a case in the den as well. I'm gonna draw from from the parlor. Okay, doesn't matter. Game is gonna screw us anyway. Okay, now we'll pick up the key. Well, we're even gonna use that key. We have no intention in going high up the house anyway. Let's see what we can get here. If we can get out of here, then we could potentially... Okay, observatory is fine. Now we could potentially draft the utility here if it gives it to us. It doesn't. That's okay. Now we put that stupid lavatory in there before it gives us 150 times again. Now it's out of our draft pool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is that enough? No. 4. The stars might help us getting into room 46 at some point, so I am going to unlock the planetarium. Boom. That's that. 1, 2. Now we have added the planetarium, which gives us extra stars if we call it a day in there. That might help us eventually to get to room 46. Trying to peek through a scope which is not even looking outside. We need 5 clicks to the right first. That was 4, I think. This is 5. Yep. Okay. Don't have to worry about that anymore. That is good for the rest of our days. 1 coin. Okay, now we could potentially draft a commissary. And tomorrow we will have 2 trunks if we do the observatory again. See? We can buy the commissary. We have to purchase 1 item, of course. Yeah, you see? In this case, the cheapest was 5, but it could be... if it gives you a set of gems or a metal detector is 8, set of gems is 10. So if the salt shaker was replaced with one of those, then the cheapest would have been 6. So you need 6 at least. We can only buy 1, so I think I'm gonna buy a shovel. No, I am not gonna buy a shovel. I am going to buy a sledgehammer. Okay, we cannot buy anything else because exactly 1 purchase. So don't buy 2 things or you will fail again. If you have this thing. Okay, I want a west wing hall here. Okay, doesn't give us a west wing hall. Then we'll go bedroom. Not great. It's not looking great to get the garage. That's one reason why we bought the sledgehammer. Another reason is if we can find the workshop with a battery pack and we somewhere find the broken lever, we can make the power hammer and break the wall outside. That would be great. We will go chapel. I'm looking for security or something here, would be nice. Passageway. Sure, we'll take that. I think we can get West Wing Hall or garage here. But I need the power. We need power to the garage door before we go search for a garage. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I also need a gem because we need a gem to draft the garage. The garage is a gem requirement. Here's that stupid weight room again. Can we get power somewhere, please? Security. We need gems, that's clear, because we need security, potentially. And we definitely need a gem to even drop the garage. So in an ideal world, we can get utility below the garage. That would be great. There are 4 boxes in this room. I don't think so. That's a lie. There is only 1 box in this room. Okay, that's a lie. You are telling the truth. The gems are in the true box. That means they're in your own box, my friends. Okay, that's 1 for the garage and 1 for the security, potentially. Utility here would be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, game? Okay, give me the key card then, or something. Silver key. Okay, that's also not bad. The problem with that is if I use my silver key here, it's gonna give me something like weight room and cloister and a rotunda, and they're all three gem requirements. Not great. Not great, especially the fact that we could not get utility anywhere. Silver key here. Okay, that's not a bad idea, maybe. That will give us a T-shape up there. There you are with the cloister. Are you kidding me, game? It's doing it again. Gives us T-shapes which are pointing down into a dead wall. Why are you not giving me the north exit? Huh? Because you want me to pay 3 gems for that shit. That's why. Conference room. Gymnasium costing us steps, so we'll do the conference room. And now we need a darts board and a secret garden, and then we can pick up all the fruit in the conference room. Courtyard, probably not a bad idea. We can find a shovel there. Yeah, the rest is hopeless. Nothing. Yeah, metal detector, great. I rather would have a shovel here. Servant's quarter is going to cost us a gem, and it will only have 2 keys. 1 for the bedroom and 1 for the servant's quarter itself. Not that interesting. Dark room, we can't see anything. I think I'm just going to lock it. Get some extra materials. Four keys, 2 gems. Let's first see if we can even get the garage in the house, because otherwise... Of course not. West Wing Hall. Okay, there's the garage. Now, our problem is our garage door is not powered. That's our problem. And it will not be powered. Oh my god. It doesn't matter. Does it even matter? No. Does not matter which of these 3 we pick. We are close, we are dead. It's turning into a dead wall again. Always something that I hated about this game. If it gives you an L shape, it should give you the exit to the right. And not put it pointing to the left. Next time you drop this billiard room on this square, it will turn to the right. It's completely random. It should not turn into a dead wall. That should never do that. Unless it's into the foundation wall or something. Yeah, that's something else. Because you need that to lower the elevator. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what we do here. There's nothing that I can do of these 3 rooms which help us in any other way. We had the garage, but the garage door is not powered, so we can't go outside. Other than that, was a decent grid. Call it a day and see what we get on day number 2. But I saw it already on the right here. We dropped at rooms on the right here. It did not want to give us utility. I already knew. It's not going to give me power today. Continue this time, of course. We did not fail, so we can go to day 2 and see what the dare for day 2 is. Hopefully also a good one. The parlor one or so, where we cannot open the parlor gems, that would be okay. What else do we have? Something like, yeah, don't eat any fruit. That's not such a big thing. But there are some other annoying ones. Let's see. I dare you to draft the most expensive floor plan you can whenever you have 3 or more gems. Okay. That is also controllable because you can keep your gems under 3, of course. On the other hand, if you have 3 gems and you get something like the cloister or the rotunda, it's not even that bad to... You would draft it anyway, probably, because it gives you options. So, controllable. The problem, of course, is... No, when you have 3 or more gems, okay. As long as you keep your gems under 3, you're fine, huh? Okay. I know it's a dead end, but obviously we need to do this. Right, no, we haven't done the thingy thing yet. Oh my god, I screwed it up now. I screwed it up big time. Clicked on the wrong one. We can probably make it work. Okay. Bit unorthodox, but we made it work. I was going faster than I was thinking. Then you misclick. Yeah, these are, so far it's fine. Huh? Just need to keep an eye on our gems. No, that can result in some annoying things, I guess. If it gives you like three dead ends, including the nursery or something, then you are forced to take the nursery. If you have 3 or more gems, so you need to be a bit careful. Okay, what are you trying to do here, game? I'm gonna take the nook just to have a exit, I think. And I would like to go to the left here, if possible. Now that we have power. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's the risk of putting the utility on the left there. All the power on one square here. This is not looking good. Now, if this does not go straight or left, preferably left, then we are screwed. Okay. We're still alive. The gems are on the desk. I don't think so. They're in this box, probably. They're definitely not on the floor. We can pick up these 2. That's not 3 or more, so we don't even have to worry about buying the most expensive one at the moment. Security. That seems to be good. We need to go through the cutscene crap here again. Skip it. There we go. Anything. Only need to see through all of that stuff in the first thing. Oh, we do have power up. No, we don't actually. Yeah, well, we do. Let's put the keycard system up. Set it on high. Unlock the doors. Now, of course, we need to go back. you the utility to actually put up the whole system. But that's okay. We have enough steps, we have 20 already extra from the... There we go. We're in decent shape. Although we only have one path here from the entrance hall, but that's fine. Okay. Yep, I can pick it up. As long as we are not 3 or more gems, we don't have to worry about that. Nursery, storeroom. We'll pick this up with the key. I am not picking up that gem. We'll do spare room. We'll do courtyard. Now we go back to pick up that gem. As long as we have 2 or less, it's fine. 1 or 2 gems is fine. As long as we don't have 3. I don't want to have 3 gems and then forced to take something like Rotunda or something like attic, right? If they force you to take the attic, that would be not a great shape. Not likely they're gonna give us a gem here anyway. You can only get gems with jackhammer, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we'll leave these be. Let's go see to the other side and see if we can actually get the garage this time. Unlock the west gate. Pool. Oh, it's interesting though, pool. Pool could be interesting. If we can get the pump room, we can put the reservoir on level 13 and then we have the boat available. Then we don't need foundation and we don't need to break the wall outside. If we have the reservoir on 13, then we only need tomb to get to the 46 lever. If we can use it. So I think I am going to do pool. Because otherwise we're never going to see the pump room. You need the pool in the house to get the pump room, the sauna and the locker room to begin with. So let's see if we can find the pump room. That's not great. That's not great at all. I'm gonna have to do observatory. We're gonna have to get these 2 trunks. I'm gonna have to open them to see if I can get a gem. Now here I can drop whatever, but I need a gem. I need to get my hands on a gem. Security parlor is our way out. So hopefully one of these trunks has a gem. Or give me my keys back. Okay. We'll leave that one closed. Keep at least 1 key in case the door is locked. The garage was the most expensive room that we picked, so it was fine. That will unlock the west gate. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna unlock that west gate. We're gonna go in the entrance hall. We're gonna use one of our 4 keys to open the other trunk. And then hopefully there are 2 rolling dice in there. Then we are guaranteed a tomb. Then we can move that minecart. Preparation. With 4 keys we can gamble on that. We're doing as much preparation as possible. We have to wait to get to the top anyway before we are day 4. We cannot do it anyway. Are we lucky? We are lucky. Okay. Good shape now. Now what I could potentially do... What I could do is check that hallway door and see if we can get the pump house. If we can get the pump room, we could that boat on reservoir, then we can also solve the whole gear puzzle downstairs as well. Yeah, okay, we need some stuff outside though. $26. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna do some steps here, but I want a conservatory in my house. So, seeing we have a shovel, I'm gonna dig up the conservatory. Floor plan. If I can find it. There it is. Okay, that's in our house as well now. We will also dig up the microchip. See, we have a shovel. We have the shop thing where we can only buy 1 item, so we might need to buy the sledgehammer tomorrow or something. If you have the shovel, you need to dig up the microchip. If you have the sledgehammer, you need to smash the vase and get the microchip. See, you can only buy 1 item a day, pretty much. So we'll dig up the microchip as well. We'll need it, of course, immediately. But the grotto could help us run experiments, of course. So if we can unlock that grotto. We'll see. This is why you need rolling dice. We needed 1 this time, but it could have been 2 as well. Let's get that minecart out of the way at least. We'll start with the farmer. Going to the baker. Pick up some coins apparently. Gardener. Farmer. No, we started with the gardener. This is a farmer. Chimney sweep. Wasn't there some more dirt piles here? Yeah, thought so. Great stuff. Where were we? The mate is next. The jockey. And the queen. Oh, we don't have access to the... Yeah, we don't have the boat. I should have done the boat. We'll just move the minecart for now, but I don't think we have enough steps. Even if we do get the pump room to come back here and do this stuff. Hello, Draxus, my mate. Can you open the door for us, please? There's no point going there. We have no access to the to any of the gear changers. We need to get there. That's why we need the boat on the reservoir, or we could potentially go back in the house and Try to find some steps. And then try to get a workshop or so. Well, we don't have a sledgehammer. Where are we gonna find a broken lever, sledgehammer, and battery pack? I don't think, even if you have the attic, you don't think you're gonna get all three in one room. We'll probably have to do that another day. That thing is out of the way. At least, the most important thing, minecart out of the way. It's done. It's not ideal, but ideal would have been that we had the pump room in the house. And we could also solve that whole gear puzzle thing there. Don't need the boat necessarily. If we can get our hands on the power hammer one of the next days, we can break that wall downstairs and then we don't need the boat. No, don't need to be here. We do need to get some steps, so we might have to draw a kitchen actually. Or go and try to get a bit higher up. We have 3 keys. Keycard system is up as well. Which it could also be over if it gives us a dead end here. Oh no, we still have courtyard. Yeah, we need to get some steps actually. It's more important than anything else, I think. The sauna, 20 extra steps tomorrow. That's great, but not today. The guest bedroom will keeps us going, and then we can go. Yeah, key card. It's fucking unbelievable. It's funny how that works. You put up the key card system, and then they give you the key cards. If you can't find the power to put up the keycard system, you never find the keycards. Never. When you don't need it, then it gives you, hey, here's the keycards. Just got the extra steps to go all the way around. Don't need a keycard. Keycard system is up. What were we even doing? Right, looking for a pump room potentially. Dining room. Oh, great. I guess. Laboratory. How is that gonna help us? Gives us an apple sometimes. Or nothing. Okay, what we need is a experiment which sets our steps immediately to 40. That would be great. Add an additional dare to the dare list. I don't think so, mate. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. We don't have any red rooms in our house, I think. Maybe a chapel. 1 key for every 2 hallways. My goodness, man, I don't know what we have in our house, and we can't see either without leaving the we have only 1 hallway, so that's no good. We have no red rooms. Those chapel was yesterday. So none of these experiments are any good, actually. We're not going to gain anything. So we have to do something else. When you drop the hallway from another, I don't think so. When you drop the red room, each time you find some trash while digging. We do have a shovel. Gain 1 key, I guess. I guess we need to look for another. We need to look for the corridor or something so that we at least have 2 hallways in our house that we can get an extra key. Each time you find trash while digging. Did we dug up anything in that courtyard? Don't know. It's locking the door as well. We have to choose any of these rooms. Oh, we need to buy one item, right? What are we buying? 3 keys or the special key? Yeah, we could drop the shop because we have 20 coins, so I knew we would prism key. Yeah, that's not what you hope on, of course. Prism key. If we use it here, if this is locked, no, it's not locked. It was a security door. We already dug up the things here. Yeah. Well, we'll put the corridor in, then we have 2 things, but now it will not be locked, so I cannot use my key here. Drawing room, of course, we don't have a gem for that. Great. Chapel, we can afford a... They're probably both locked, would be my guess. Of course they are. This game is killing us here. Okay, we're gonna use a normal key. We can use a prism key, but then we dropped another red room from this place. Great. Can't use a key, prism key on blue. Oh, there's an apple here. Okay, which makes this a free room. Boiler room. We have the laboratory already in the house, so that makes no sense. Study will give us a gem. Okay, we'll do study. It wants us to dig in the library. The 8th of December. That will give us a gem, and it will also add the closed exhibit floor plan. Okay. Might be useful. If one day we have a key card that's T-shape, we can dig here somewhere. Yes, start digging then. Stupid thing. Probably 40 coins. Maybe 25 and 3 gems, that's also possible. It probably will give us a gem one, because then we are forced to take the highest rank. No, it's not. Just gives us a coins one. Okay. Great stuff. And we have a hole in the library. Okay, great. So, here we are. You can use the prism key on a red room, which means we have to drop another red room. Look at that, the aquarium. Now, we have 2 hallways in the house. No, we don't. We have 3 actually. So we need to hope. No.
And I will say goodbye.
Oh no, I can't drop the aquarium. Oh my god, I always forget that shit. Okay, we'll die again. The aquarium is every color of also yellow, and you can't buy anything in the aquarium, so you cannot drop the aquarium when you have this stupid there. I did it, I think on my main account I did the same thing. The aquarium, you think like, oh, it's good, it's a T-shape, but it's also a yellow room. It's a shop room, and it's a shop room where you cannot buy anything. So if you drop the aquarium, then you're always dead. When you have that shop there, you drop the aquarium, you're always dead. Because that's why it fails. It fails on the fact that you had no more steps. And you can't buy anything in the aquarium, although it is a shop room. But anyway, it doesn't matter that much. We will switch to that curse mode account and see if we can reach room 46. Because on that curse mode, we already have some preparation done. We showed you very often you can't fail. That's how the day or the dare mode works. We played 2 days, so in this case it did save, but you can clear that save because it failed, so it doesn't matter, don't need it. If it fails on day 1, it automatically deletes it. If it fails on day 2, 3 or 4 or whatever, then you have to delete it yourself. But that's fine. On my main account I already have the dare mode done. But there you can see it, how easy it is to make a mistake. You drop the aquarium, not realizing that you always forget. Throughout the whole playthrough, you always forget that the aquarium has every color. And then in a dare mode, that is easy to fail on. In curse mode, you basically don't want to drop the aquarium, let's put it that way. Because that's the other thing. There you know, like in curse mode, you know, like aquarium is no good. Because you lose 2 of everything in curse mode. So in this case, it's a bit different. We're back in the red profile, but this time we are on a day 20. So no dares in this one. We're now in the cursed mode. And see if we can reach room 46. If we can, then I can transfer that to my main account, that trophy. Which then leaves me only with the day 1 runs, I think. Which we attempted a few times, but we failed every time. So here it's a matter of getting enough steps and getting away in the... we also have 4 allowance already, because we found the 2 allowance in the cloister and in the trading post. We'll go for the key first. We're obviously going to have to use what you want, like here on this thing, what you want is the nursery in the corner. If you can't get nursery in the corner, then try to get some items or something. Walk-in closet is not a bad choice to do, because it could have, for instance, the cupcake. The cupcake gives you 10 steps. That vault key is not going to help us at all. Not great. Commissary, it's very rare that sells food, but it could be in theory. That costed us a key. But actually, yeah, we lost that key, didn't we? Okay, we'll pick it back up then. I just need to get back in my mind that we can drop shops in this place. We're not longer in the dare mode. I'm gonna go pantry, and hopefully it's not an apple. No, it's a banana. Well, at least we gained 1 step from doing that, and we also gained 8 coins, which potentially gives us the option, if we do get the kitchen, that we can eat that sandwich. There we go. That's exactly what we will do. No, we don't. Of course not, because we lose a coin for dropping that room, which means we're gonna have to buy some bananas. Aquarium, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna drop an aquarium. Bacon and eggs is 10 steps, 15 steps for the club sandwich. That's what I wanted to buy, but then I realized that's not gonna happen. Because when drafting the room, you also lose a key, of course, because this is not a blue room. So we're gonna have to buy some bananas to get some steps. And then find some coins to come back for the club sandwich. But that's okay. Every few rooms, we need to get some steps in this mode, obviously. Cost us a step to drop the room, but you have to do it. Nursery is... that's probably why it's in the game. It's not such a great room in the other modes. Which once you know all of the powers of the house. Nursery is not great in a normal mode, but... although some people swear on it, but... in curse mode, the nursery is quite important. Because now you can... in the corners you can put some dead ends, bedrooms, and you can use the L-shaped rooms. It gives you 5 extra steps every time you walk in, because of the nursery. Like in this case, the bedroom is good. It costs us a step to drop it, but we go in, and it will give us 2 steps back from the bedroom power, and 5 steps back from the nursery power. I think I'd rather do then. That gives us a gem and we have connection to the foundation with the risk of one of those doors being keycard doors, which it very often is in the foundation, but that's a risk that you take. Okay, we're lucky. We will run into some some locked doors soon. We have a lockpick, which of course not going to do anything like usual. That is probably one of the most useful things in the game. Security, probably not a bad idea. We haven't tried that door, did we? No, we don't know if it's locked or not. Boudoir gives us a gem and 5 extra steps. Well, 4, because of course it costs us a step to drop the room. Can we get power in the house, please? No, I guess not. Okay, we'll go for the bedroom then. That will give us 15 minus 1, 14 steps. And a gem. So that's how you run curse modes. Something like this is not that bad, right? Put a nursery somewhere in that house that you can drop the other bedrooms and actually have a benefit of it. With the risk now that that door is locked over here and then our game is over for the day. We have no keys. We picked up a key here and then we lost it there when we dropped the corridor. So lockpick needs to do his work or we're dead. And of course it doesn't. And there is no way I can find a key. Well, good attempt. Not a bad attempt. We were gaining up progress towards the house, and what steps did we have? 29? Another strategy is to try to find the bedroom as quickly as possible, the guest bedroom, which will give you 10 extra steps, and then go downstairs, open room 46, because we can do that. But we need 12 steps from this point, go outside, do our thing, come back, it's costing us 12 steps, so we have 1 step left. But what you can do is try to get some steps going here. Sledgehammer. We can drop the room. We'll lose a key, but we don't have a key. So we can drop the hallways over here. If we now we can't draft hallways anymore, otherwise we lose that key again. Pantry will give us some steps and coins to potentially, but we need more coins, of course. So don't drop the kitchen yet. Workshop, how is that gonna help us? Maybe if the broken lever is there, which it is. Okay. Then we have to do secret passage. No, we need to hope that door. We're gonna go green, of course. Of course we're gonna go green. With a broken lever in your hand, you have to go green. And hope that this is greenhouse. Which of course it doesn't. But courtyard is free. Not so great. Okay, we need some steps, or is something that connects here. Spare room is fine. Okay, we bypass the security door. That's good. Pick up the gem. Don't have a sledgehammer. I thought that was gonna do. We'll do the storeroom here, because we need 1 coin more. We cannot have the kitchen until we have 9 coins, because it's costing us a gem to drop the kitchen. And now of course it's not going to give us a kitchen anymore, you can see that coming. Keep dropping blue rooms from now on. I'm just trying to look for some steps, but the game says, okay, now I can buy the kitchen. Rowing room. Okay, it's costing us a gem, but we get it back. Need some steps, game. Let's have a look over here. Kitchen. There we go. We'll have the club sandwich, please. And we can also have a banana. There we go. 21 steps. Not super. Chapel dark room. We'll do chapel. Costing us a bit of everything. Of course. Of course, the only way left is the commissary. Corridor is going to cost us our last key. It's great stuff, game. Does not want to connect here. You see this shit? How this game works? Point of picking up keys if you lose them at a time. $18. Psh, there's no point. There's no point in going whatever. What I need here is a bedroom, right here, right now. To the closet and hope there's a cupcake there. Sleeping mask. Okay. Well, we only have one bedroom so far, though. It's hopeless, hopeless, hopeless. No point in going downstairs. This is not a good run. Get 5 steps here from the sleeping mask, but we have no keys. Has taken our keys. And I couldn't get a guest bedroom. Which also means that now we are screwed. We can do boiler room maybe. No, we can't. Don't have a gem for it. I guess with the parlor to get some gems. It's gonna be hard to get to the bottom, I think. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other two statements have identical wording. That's definitely a lie. This box and the white box are both empty. So this one says that they're in black. This box and the blue box, okay, they're both telling the truth, I guess. They're both saying that they're in black. Then the gems are in black, eh? And now look at this. I was about to say, look at this, it's not gonna let us go out. Boudoir. It's costing us a step, but we'll get 5 back. Yeah, you want nursery with sleeping mask. That's what you want in this mode. That you get from every bedroom 10 steps. Alright, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps. 9 steps. All the way back to the courtyard. Don't think it's gonna work today. We're doing okay in getting steps on our way up, but the problem is that everything is locked. You want to get like, you want to go to the right, get the nursery, you're gonna go to the left, get the guest bedroom to get 10 extra steps. In that case, you want to go outside first. Open room 46 and then try to build your way up to the top. Which we can do, because outside everything is broken and we can walk. It's costing us 12 steps, that's the problem. That's the preparation we have, but we do have foundation in the house. But we, for instance, have not, that basement door is not open. So the foundation is not really helping us. We have it in the house, but it's not really helping us. Because we had the power hammer, we didn't mess too much about with the... room. 16 steps. Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky. So we're gonna be back with 4 steps. I'm gonna have to find some quick steps then, but with a bedroom or a boudoir with a nursery in the house. Yeah, the problem with the foundation is that this door is not open yet. We never got to the basement key, but we have everything else done here. We have set it up somehow, I think. Do we have it open with the high gear? Yeah, we do actually. We have the permanent setup. There are different ways of setting up that gear there, but this is the proper solution. That you don't have to go to one of these side rooms or switch the gears or whatever. No. This one is permanent. Okay. Room 46 is open. Now we need to find some steps and a way in the antechamber. Then we'll get in there. Gonna be, of course, it's not gonna give us any bedrooms. You're gonna see. We're gonna die in like 2 rooms in the house or something. More than likely. You see that coming from miles away. Might have to put in a kitchen and then buy a banana for 2 steps and then get the next bedroom and something over like that. Five, 4, it's 3 even, I think. Great, it must calculate it. Because then going into the entrance hall is another one. We can do corridor here, we have no key. This is so hopeless, we need a bedroom here. Oh, we need a bedroom here. Commissary, that would be very strange that that thing would be selling food. No luck. Sleeping mask, yeah. Sure, mate. Calls it a day before we can pick up the banana. So something like this we need to do. Get a few extra steps from the entrance hall, go downstairs, open that room, and then you need to be lucky to get a kitchen or another bedroom that you can start gaining some steps. And then it's just a matter of finding a way, you know. Because going up to the antechamber to pick up the basement key and then come back to the foundation, which is pretty low in our house, that's more steps than doing what we are doing now. But I think it's 13 steps. I thought it was 12, but I think it's 13 now. It's funny how many times you get the broken lever in this mode. We We also need to find some upgrade. If we can upgrade this this room to the breakfast nook, that gives us 10 steps every time. Observatory, I don't know what day we are with that thing. Let's have a look. If the 3 thing is there. Oh, it's 8. That's a key. Don't know what 9 is. Because if we can get the 3 in the combination, then that's 3 steps. Okay, pantry is food. It's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. I will do Rumpus room. Just for the coins. Gives us the option if we can find a kitchen. Which it will now give to us. See, we have no gem. You know how that goes. Hallway would cost us a key. Well, it's a free hallway in a way. Cost us a key, but we get it back because this is an upgraded hallway already. We find one upgrade disc and it gave us the hallway, so we upgraded it with a key. So that the room is actually free. It costs a key to draft it, but you get the key back from the upgrade, so... Which is not a bad thing. Okay, let's pick up that gem. I will actually use that key to find some more keys or gems. Okay, rerolls, that's also fine. Just gonna start with locked doors already. Oh, come on, man. Well, at least they're not secrets. Security doors. Costing us a step, but you'll get them back. Car keys could be interesting. There is a chance to get the secret garden key in the car. Seems to be a good place to buy a kitchen. Gonna lose a coin, but now we can at least get ourselves some steps. Bacon and eggs. Let's do the club sandwich, that's 15. Bacon and eggs is actually not worth it. This is gonna cost us 8 coins for 10 steps. If we buy 4 bananas, that's also costing us 8 coins and it's giving us 12 steps. So I think what I'm gonna do is just buy all the bananas we have, which are 5. There we go. I know we still have bacon and eggs potentially. We have 38 steps now. Don't have gems. Okay, let's go look for some gems. You see what this game is doing. It's gonna run us around again instead of connecting to the entry hall. Every block is black. Every box contains the gems. They're both lying. This one is the truth. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. This block is black. That's definitely still a lie. So this box contains the gems. Okay, now turn to the right, mate. Just turn to the right. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Dining room. That sounds familiar. Give me a freaking L shape here. Boudoir seems to be a good one. Don't know why. We don't have nursery. I don't know why I put a bedroom in here. case we buy the sleeping mask later on, maybe. No, just give me connection. Okay, spare room. That's why I saved that spare room earlier. Okay. We're gonna do exactly the same thing again. Let's see what we can drop here. That's no good. There's something else. Closets. I was kind of hoping on the guest bedroom here to give us another 10 extra steps. It's storeroom or closet. Let's go for closet. Okay. Off we go. 30 steps. So we should have 17 or 18 when we come back. We might have a shot. We might have a shot. But then we're gonna have to put the power on the left side. We want to look for the garage and get the secret garden key from the car. And then keep on the left side. And then, yeah, then we need connection. So there is a possibility, if things would work a little bit with us. Of course, we're still gonna need to find some. Or we build a path first from the foundation area. Because we do have a dining room in our house. So if we can somehow get to rank 8, then we can have dinner as well. Because I have no idea where I'm gonna find another 8 coins. The Rumpus room, maybe? Could give us 8 coins. Oh, we have the Rumpus room already. That's no good. Yeah, we need to go to the den and see if we can get the garage there. With the car keys, see what is in there. Usually something good in there. Could be secret garden key, could be prism key, but well, obviously we're hoping on the secret garden key. But the secret garden key opens the left side, because we do not have the wall broken, it does not open both sides, so... Another chance here is greenhouse, of course, that would open south. There are options, eh? We have the broken lever with us, if we can find the secret garden key. And this time we do have some steps, but not many though. Because how many is going to cost us to get even back to that thing? I don't think we have a path unless we go all the way to the right. The way we came, basically. No, that's not possible, because we went to the left first. So there should be a pathing to the left as well. We came back down from the foundation, but we first went up to the left. We have a chance, I think. But we had the chance before on this run. We were not recording that, but... So we'll see. There is a chance, but not like we have our hopes up. We're not on that stage yet. Okay, so we're back in the house with 18 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps to the den. Let's see if we can find a garage there. Garage or greenhouse? Greenhouse would be actually better, because then we have a guarantee opening. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for a garage then. Gives us extra keys that potentially gives us the option to drop more hallways or something. And now we can potentially use the corridor or whatever. I'm hoping on the secret garden key here. Upgrade disc. Bloody hell. Oh, we never opened that garage box, I guess. Okay, that's not gonna help us. Oh, come on. Everything gonna be locked from now on, or what? No, more than likely. Cloister, how is that gonna help us? No, we have to, it's 3 exits, but 1 or 2 of them will probably be security. They're not actually, no, then they will all 3 be locked properly. I don't even know why I'm doing this, we have no shovel. And we already picked up the thing here. Go check sledgehammer. It's not gonna help us. I'm gonna have to use the corridor. I'm gonna have to use the corridor. I'm gonna have to use the corridor and I don't know. Is greenhouse a gem? I think it is actually. Security definitely is. I have to go for billiard room. I have to go for billiard room for the simple reason that could also be the secret garden key. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 6 is still 18. 1, 5, 7, 10 minus 7 is 3. Divided by 1 is still 3. Key card. Okay, that's something, I guess. No way. We have no way in again. I have to try it. Are you kidding me, mate? Seriously. This game is trying to kill us. That's pretty clear. It's forcing you to drop something which is going to lose you a key. And also nothing which will give you steps or whatever. East Wing Hall is costing us a key. Chapel is costing us a key, a step, and a coin. Master bedroom is going to cost that we can't even drop that. Okay, so we have to lose our key. Great. Surprise, surprise. Everything locked now. We are dead. That's pretty clear. Not enough steps to get anything, and also no luck. Because again, it does not want to give us a greenhouse. We had 3 options to get a greenhouse in the edges. Gave us a garage here, the upgrade disc. I had no key to open these doors, and we also have no computer in the house to do the upgrade disc. Which means the next time we open that thing, the upgrade disc will be back in there, so it will never be secret garden key. No luck. It's always the debate of with yourself, are you gonna go downstairs or not? You have to go as quickly as possible downstairs, because the higher up you go in the house, the more steps it costs to come back. We also have no luck here with these rooms here. Okay, we can do corridor. It does not cost us a key yet. Okay, yeah. I am gonna do that. And off we go again. We will be back with room 46 open with about 9 steps left, I think. Oh, we have to do it. It's like if you get the guest bedroom there, you have to do it. If you have this thing open, you have to come through here. As low as possible. As like in this case, this is ideal. Guest bedroom gives us 10 steps. That is the 10 steps that you're going to use here to open this room. But it costs you a bit more, that's the problem. But this is like, yeah, this is as good as you're gonna get. A guest bedroom, and you can immediately go outside. You go back in, you pick up the key and the gem and whatnot, you go through the corridor, and then hopefully don't get 3 dead ends there as an option. That could be the only thing that could happen now. The room is open again. The only thing we now need is some rooms. Yeah, what you're now looking for is something like a billiard room, which turns into a conference room. And the billiard room gives you the secret garden key. Then you open the secret garden. All the fruit will be spread in the conference room right below it. Doesn't cost you any steps to go pick up the fruit. Yeah, 1, but that's fine. Pick up all that fruit and then it gives you enough steps to get to the top. And then you just need to be lucky that you have connection to the west of the antechamber. So that would be an ideal world. Library gives you a secret garden. Conference into the secret garden. 8. I miscounted again. It's 13 steps. It's 13 steps to get from this table outside, come back. It's 13 steps. So yeah, now we need to get some stuff going. Some coins, some keys, kitchen, dining room. We don't have to be downstairs anymore because we have locked that thing up. If of course kids can you imagine giving a drawing room here, obviously. Costing us a gem, but it gives the gem back and we can draft on the left side whatever we want, and we have connection to this. And for once they're not. So a kitchen right here. It's not gonna give us any food, you see that shit. Called it a day yesterday. I don't know what the result of that is. No, it's not looking good again. It's also never gonna give us food. 5 gems. Great stuff. Great stuff, game. We need steps. Look at this, look at this. Look at now this game gonna give us a secret garden and then not a kitchen here so that you cannot get out. You can see this happening from miles away. What? 22. Let's do. Can't even count simple things now. 22, 10, 3, 18. 16 times 8, 4, still 4. Okay, am I? Jesus Christ. 14 and 8 is 22, minus 12 is 10, minus 7 is 3, times 6 is 18. Do it like this. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2, not 4. Why do I thought it was 2? Okay, not secret garden, so that's already one potential option gone. You're not gonna give me any food, are you? I need to do West Wing Hall. That's gonna cost me a key, but I need to hope that I get nursery right here. Yeah, bedroom is not gonna help me. It's gonna give me 2 steps back, but then we're still dead. Nursery was the only thing that's gonna help us, that we could walk in and gain 5 steps. There's no point in playing any further. Because even if we get nursery on the top there, here, then it will give us 5 steps if we walk in. But then we need 5 steps to get back to the foundation, and we die in the foundation, so no point in doing that. Oh, I think we need a nursery first, before we do any other stuff to go downstairs. Nursery on one side of the in the corner, and the guest bedroom on the other side or something. But then even then you still need to be lucky. You need the kitchen. You need the kitchen in the house as well. Because you're gonna have to buy some food to keep you busy. That keeps you walking until you have the dining room high up in the house somewhere. Office. I am gonna put that thing in. I am going to put that thing in. Just to have a computer in the house, which that's where we had the upgrade disk from, I think. Pantry will give us food. It's a banana, so at least we gain 1 step. Okay, nothing in here. We don't have to worry about that right side anymore. Spare room doesn't cost us any steps or keys. I could have done corridor actually. The courtyard is costing us a gem, but it's not costing us an extra gem, so we can actually drop it. Okay, now we're talking. Give me another one of those. No. That's why you need a shovel, to dig up turnips. Okay, 10 steps extra. Costing us a coin. I always forget about that stupid coin that it costs you to drop that thing. The statement on the blue box is true. Two of these statements are true. Okay, then those two are true, and then this is false. The gems are in a box with a true, so the gems are in a box with a false statement, so the gems are in this one. And the other two are pointing at each other. Yep. Need to find some coins somewhere, I don't know where though. Spread gems in each green room. The West Wing Hall cost us a key. We don't have any keys, so it's not costing us anything. Well, we might need some keys, so we might have to look for the garage here. No. Just for the keys. We don't have garage keys, we have shovel. Is there a dirt pile? Sometimes. Sometimes there is a dirt pile. Yep, there is one. Turnip? No. Coins is also fine. That's also fine. That's as good as a turnip. Actually, it's better. I think I'm gonna go for pool here. Yeah, we're not gonna lose a key. Well, it's a free room, this one, but this is hopeless. Blue room is not costing us anything except for the gem. The pool is the best orientated, we just have to do that. And we have the pool empty and we have the boat on level 13. This is tricky. This is the best option, but we can't afford it. This is the worst option. We will not do that, so we're gonna have to do this. And hopefully that this thing connects. Okay, here we have the stupid car keys again, so we have to go back to the garage, which we can easily do. Yeah, we don't need to be in the library. There's nothing on the table. This one just needs to connect to foundation that we can get out of there. And it does so with a key on top of it. Okay, let's go back to the garage. It's gonna be that upgrade disk again, I think. Yeah, we couldn't put it in the computer the other day. Okay, we can now. Okay, now we go back to the kitchen and use some of these coins to buy some food. Club sandwich will do us best. And then buy some bananas. 33 steps, and now we still have 3 bananas left, so we need another 14 coins if we want to buy the rest of the food. I know it's costing us steps, but I am going to put that upgrade disk in that computer so that the next time if we find car keys for the garage, that we actually have a chance of getting the secret garden key there. So we need to get rid of this for that reason. And hopefully it gives us a boudoir. Okay, I guess we have to go for the apple upgrade then. In this playthrough we have to. It's all about steps. We have to go for the apple one. In a normal playthrough, you go for the rolling dice because they are way more powerful. But in this thing where steps matter, in curse mode, you want to go for the apple upgrade. That's pretty clear. Don't want to do that in dare mode though, especially okay. 29 steps. Yeah, I think I have to go gamble on it. 27 steps. We will be back here with 14 steps. 114. That's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 7 steps in the foundation. And we know it's not a keycard door, I think. We looked at that. So we'll have 7 steps on the foundation. If we can get the boudoir there, that will give us an extra 9 steps. No, 6. I don't think the apples were delicious today. Unless we get the observatory first. Observatory into the boudoir might not be a bad idea here, sort of. If we can get... We have 11 stars. I don't know exactly what 11 stars is, but that could be the... that the apples is there, delicious apples, and then you get boudoir. Then the apples are worth 5, then it's 15 steps. I don't know. Because the higher we go up, the more steps it will cost to come back down. So I think we have to open the room now. And then hopefully find a way in. At the moment we don't have much though. Oh, shovel. Well, we can dig in the... we might be able to find a turnip. We'll check over here, but I don't think there are... There could be. If you have a root cellar, there could be dirt piles over here, but... that might actually not be a bad idea. We never bother with the outside room because it costs you steps to get there. But it might not, now that we have a shovel, might not be a bad idea to go see if we can get the root cellar. Or... no, we don't have any coins. I was about to say, or the shrine with... oh no, it's curse mode. Yeah, the shrine doesn't work in curse mode either. The curse mode overrules any of the blessings. So you can drop the shrine, but you cannot offer anything to the monk. So the shrine is not in any way gonna help us. The root cellar might. See, we have a shovel with us. But of course it's gonna cost us 2 extra steps to go through that west gate up and down. It's not great, obviously. I think I'm gonna leave the outside the room for what it is. We also want the dining room in the house though. We have a sledgehammer in the house. Go check, but it's a normal sledgehammer. Don't think it's a power hammer, because otherwise power hammer into the weight room would also not be a bad idea. Or did we break that wall? Because we had the power hammer in this playthrough. Otherwise that door downstairs would not be open there. Because if you can get the weight room over here and the lever is available, and then you just walk in. But yeah, here we are again. Same story as always. We have no coins to buy extra food, so that is also... we're gonna have to find food as we go. So a couple of turnips here would not be a bad idea. Now it's gonna give me keys, you know, the thing you never dig up, it's gonna get now. Coins, sure, and then some trash, not a turnip. You can see that coming from miles away. Yep. Yep. No point. Don't need to tell us about RNG or how that works. Costing us our last gem, but we have to because it's a blue room. Other than that, it doesn't cost us anything. We can put the system on low, but it doesn't have this. I rather don't do that actually, to be honest. Because you put it on low and I find you get more of these keycard doors when you put it on low than when you don't. And the security is also one of those rooms. It's completely hopeless if you don't get power here very soon. Locksmith. Some more steps. Not great though. We have to do archives. It's not a great room, I'm very well aware of it. But it gives us 3 exits, which might potentially keep us alive a little bit. Costed me my only gem though, which is not that great. Okay, well, here we go. Okay, so. Then give me the greenhouse, please. Okay, well, how about the dark room? More key loss and step loss. See how this game tries to kill you every time, every single time. If you go downstairs to open the room, it tries to kill you. You have to take the archives here to have exits. And now you have this shit. This room is gonna cost me a key, a coin, and more specifically, another step. And I have to take it because we cannot afford the other ones. So stupid. So stupid. Okay. End of story. There could be 2 pieces of fruit right there. If you have 2 oranges there, that's 10 steps. Yeah, something like this you need to do. But it's at least we got rid of this thing here. That upgrade disc was a problem. Because that is a way of getting to the antechamber. You can get the garage keys and you look in the trunk. If you open that trunk 5 times, you're gonna have 2 or 3 times the secret garden key. But not as long as that upgrade disc is in that trunk. So you need to put that on a computer. And we have an upgraded boudoir now, so it's not giving it to us. Then we go for coins, get some money. We'll do hallway, doesn't cost us a key and actually gives us a key at this early stage. Because also that one was upgraded already. We'll do the nursery. Will give us 5 steps if we walk in. And usually an extra item, gem in this case. I am gonna do a boiler room, and we're gonna do that whole puzzle thing. It was already connected, apparently. Okay, that's good. And we will power this. I already solved that as well, apparently. forgot about that. We did everything on this. Right. This is also one of those things. I'm not sure why you're powering the dark room, because the light is still gonna go out. Weight room is costing us half our steps, that's not ideal. So we're gonna have to go for commissary, which is costing us a gem and an extra coin. I am gonna see if they have the sleeping mask here, which they do. We are going to buy that if we can at some point. No items. Nursery and sleeping mask. Okay, we will go here in then, because we need to find some coins here. Of course you're gonna screw me over again. I see what you're doing. Compass. Yeah. Might also be something we need. We got the car keys again. How on earth are we gonna get out of that mess? You try another strategy and it always, like, you know, like you can see what's going on. It's like it's forcing you to go back down, which we don't have the steps to do so. And then it's even Drax's boy over here as well, which you cannot even draft. 12 stars, you can't draft him, so it cannot help us, this guy. And if it gives us a garage here, we are screwed. Need to open a West Wing Hall, which it doesn't give us. What is this thing costing us? A step and a coin. Oh, I'm hoping on the West Wing Hall here, actually. There we go. Boom. See, we had no keys. That's the best thing we could do. It didn't cost us a key, and we have a T-shape out of the way, which costs us a key normally. Okay, and now it's gonna lock every door. Of course it is. Of course. Like I said, the game, you can see it. You can see how it is doing it. It's forcing you to go back down to that entrance hall. To go look for some materials, which then cost you a bunch of steps. And you need to go look for some coins, and we need to look for some coins so we can buy that sleeping mask, so that we can go into the nursery and the bedroom to get some extra. But then you have to come back up first. Unbelievable. Okay, so we need power to this door, I guess. Not sure what we're hoping on here. Laboratory is what you're hoping on, of course, so that you can solve the freaking grotto puzzle, but we don't have a gem. This game is trying to kill us here, I'm telling you. You can see that every single time. They don't want us alive this run, and we have to force to pick a red, which costs an extra step. And the power and the light is still off, although the room is powered. The light still is up. Great. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. We have to go all the way down to try to find some, I don't know what, coins or steps, I guess. But okay, the bunkhouse is hopeless. We did not have enough coins to buy the stupid mask. Machinarium. That thing doesn't even have any doors. Corridor then. We don't have keys, so we cannot lose keys. The drawing room will give us our gem back. I know the bedroom was 10 steps, but that's hopeless, eh? That's how it needs to work. Bedrooms need to be in corners. But still, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We need like 2,500 steps to get to the commissary to buy the sleeping mask. Although we have 3 bedrooms in our house, that's an extra 15 steps, but... Not sure how that's gonna help us today. And you have to take this, costing us an extra coin, an extra step, lose another 2 steps. Yeah, running shoes, sure mate. This is misery. We just need to keep going. Now we're at that point where we just need to keep going. Now it's going to give me the coupon book. I need to keep going. I can't go back. We have no steps to go back. We have a shovel. We don't have a shovel. No, we're dead. We're doomed. We also still have no way in the antechamber. And we are now also running into doors which are not open yet. No. So we're dead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get with 7 steps to the entry hall. Dropped 1 room there, but nothing is gonna help us there. No. We can't even drop that room. We will just die in the entrance hall. It needs to come in the exact order, or otherwise you will never be able to do it. You need to find a lot of coins somewhere down below here that you can drop, like a kitchen on the other side, which goes into a guest bedroom or something, so that you have a lot of steps. Buy the club sandwich, a guest bedroom here into a kitchen will give you 25 steps. Then you have to go outside, open room 46, and then find a way in of the antechamber. And then find some more coins potentially. And then somewhere up there around 7 or 8 you need to get the dining room so you can have dinner. That you have a bit of maneuverability on top there, and then yeah, it's a way in. The way in is also a problem. You often find the broken lever. Well, we have not seen the greenhouse yet though. Or the conservatory, where we potentially could change the rarity of the greenhouse, because at the moment I think it's rare or unusual. Let me have a look on that. Oh, we didn't even dig up the conservatory here. That's why we're not getting that. We find the planetarium. We had closed exhibit from the study. We have machinarium from downstairs. We never have a shovel, I think, in this curse mode. Or not the steps to go outside to actually check it up. Okay, let's just stick with blue room strategy this time. I've already made a mistake. In curse mode, you should always drop all 3 rooms in the entrance hall. Don't have steps to go up and down away from this place. You always have to pick this because if you can get the experiment where it's have immediately set your steps to 40, then obviously you need to go downstairs and open the room and then come back. Each time you unlock or bypass the security door when you dropped a hallway from another hallway bed. For each bedroom you dropped after your second, gain 3 gold for each red room in yours. This is a hopeless one. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Okay, that might be. Let's go for the security door and add 1 gold. That might be something very important, actually. If we can get that to work somehow properly. No luck with the boiler room from the laboratory. No, I think you need a boiler room into the laboratory, because the other way around. I don't think I've ever drafted the boiler room from the laboratory. It needs to be the other way around. I don't need any of that. Just stick with blue rooms for now. Okay, pick up the coins and go back. We'll lock up this corner. A wonderful apple here. Usually it's an apple or a banana. You don't get many oranges in curse mode. 7, yeah, it's not enough steps. It's not enough steps. Pick up materials. It's not great though. Well, at least we have 9 coins now. Which means if we get the kitchen, we can at least buy this club sandwich. Here we have this stupid thing again where every single of these rooms is turning into the dead wall. Instead of turning to the other square. So stupid. We'll do the hallway. Just to have an exit. Cost us a key, but we get it back because this is an upgraded. That's why I upgraded it with a key, so that I could drop the hallway as a free room in a way. Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. Okay. We go for this bedroom, so that we never ever have to come here again. And cannot put a kitchen there if you... It's costing way too many steps if you want to buy something more later on. Now, yeah. Now you actually need to take a corridor into the foundation, but it's going to cost you the key that you just picked up. Workshop, that's perfect. Here we have our broken lever. Yeah, you find the broken lever so many times here in this mode, it's unbelievable. You just don't see the greenhouse ever. Sure, mate. Sure. Commissary. Let's do commissary and see what they're selling there. That's what I was hoping on. I guess you have to go for the sleeping mask. But we only have 1 bedroom, which takes so many steps to even get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy the shovel and hope that we can dig up in the foundation something that gives us food. Turnips, in other words. Of course. There we go. There we go. Our upgraded boudoir finally comes into play. What do we do here? Losing a key or gain keys? I think we're gonna gain keys. Of course, we don't have the car keys today. We'll probably find them on the other side of the house, so that we have to come back in with no steps. This is a free room, doesn't cost us any steps. Yeah, we need to find some turnips in here to keep going. Oh, there are not even dirt piles. Okay, at least one. Turnip and a key. Oh, we're gonna make this work. I have to put this. I have to put this in here. I have to. The problem is we don't have enough coins. We do not have enough coins. Because we had to buy the shovel to get something going. We have to do this. Because from now on, green rooms do not cost any gems anymore. But of course, it's like the only green room which doesn't have a dirt pile. Okay. Okay. I'm still gonna risk it. Could be 2 or 3 keys in here if you're lucky. Green rooms do not cost gems. Let's give them a bunch of gems. So predictable, this game. Yeah, you're gonna find gems all over the place. Huh? Want some more gems from the parlor? Sure. When you have to take it. What is the pool gonna help us? Pump room, sauna, locker room. Oh yeah, sauna, pool sauna, and then we have 33 steps to start tomorrow. I think that's what we need to do here. Go look for the sauna, call it a day. No, of course, stupid thing. Every time that security door bullshit. And there's something you don't find in this, then it's definitely the utility box to begin with already. That's what we need to do. Go look for the sauna as quickly as possible. I actually have to do the closet and hope that you find the keycard door, that you can open the keycard door on that side. The vault is not going to help you at all. We do not have a kitchen to buy food. You can also not afford it. Library. Library into what? Library into the kitchen so you can buy a few bananas, but it doesn't get you anywhere. The game does not want to allow us to go up. It does not give us a sauna. Library into sauna is what we need to hope on. We need to hope on tomorrow because it's not going to happen today. And it gives us a key, so if the door is locked, we're okay. Probably will be. Of course it is. That's why the key is there. Now, master bedroom could potentially get you 1 steps for each key in your house. That's fine. That's very nice. 1 step for every room in your house. That's a lot of steps that we're gonna get, but where are we gonna go with it? We don't have a key card. We cannot open that door on the pool. So I think the freezer is a better way to go here. That will start us tomorrow with 2 gems and 6 coins. That seems to be the best option here. Also, where's the greenhouse here now? With broken lever in your hand? No, we don't have a key card, so I can do the master bedroom. Will give me 20 steps or whatever. Oh, there's nowhere to go because the pool is a security door. So freezer is a better option here. We'll just freeze our 2 coins and our 6 gems for tomorrow. I was hoping on the sauna that would give you 33 steps, then you can immediately go outside. Because we're running to the middle and we're sort of dying in the middle every time. We need to come up with another tech. We're gonna have to use the outside room, I think. Not sure in which way it could help us, but tool shed, watering can into a green room. Gives you your gem back, for instance. Gear wrench could also help to put these utility and so on common. So yeah, tool shed is the best way here. There we go. That's gonna give us more coins though. So if we now draft a green room, it will cost us a gem, but we can use a watering can and we get our gem back. It's not ideal, but we're gonna have to start using these outside rooms to get a little bit of more help. What are you gonna do for us? Nothing. Just give us an exit. And we're also gonna start drafting these rooms every time from the entrance hall. We have access to that square. We want to go up. Workshop is the best way to do that because it might give us the broken lever again. We'll check it in a second. Okay. The thing was beeping, so there is a coin or something here. There we go. Can buy an extra banana. 24 steps. You can go up and down and come back with 9 steps. Is that a good idea? Yeah, we have to, and we have to. We just have to. If you have 25 steps at this stage, you have to go down and open the room. Especially now that you have the kitchen. We know it's costing 13 steps to do this. But we have an outside room. We have room 46 open. And we will start with 1 step less than we would normally start. So that is probably the best it's gonna get. And now we just need the game to work with us against, but now we have the, yeah, this is how you need to do it. You need to do it like this. Because once you have this door open, it is just a way of getting to the antechamber and find a way in. You never have to come back here. Of course, we need to find some extra steps now as quickly as possible, but you try to get to rank 8 and then you draft rank 8, you want to draft the dining room. It's as simple as that, so that you can walk in and immediately have dinner. That dining room cannot be too low in your house either. Just if you get it in row 2 or so, don't pick it. You will not have steps to come back for it in cursed mode. You want to put it as high as possible. You're gonna have to use coins in the kitchen and the guest bedroom or a nursery with some other bedrooms. Sleeping mask, commissary, sleeping mask combo might also work. So yeah, we know what it is. We had 24, it costed us 13 steps to get here. GG. And we have the broken lever, which means potentially we have a way in. Was it beeping for that broken lever? Yeah, that's a metal one, isn't it? We're obviously going to look at the edges as quickly as possible. Yes. Rumpus room will give us coins. Potentially can go back to the kitchen to buy the thingy thing. What was it? 10 steps for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's more, something more. Rolling dice, but the thing is beeping, so there's extra coins. Observatory. It's day 13. What is day 13? Maybe we need to do it on day 13. A key and Southern Cross doors. That's great. That's gonna give us the bloody archives and the weight room constantly in our face. Commissary, whether it's gonna help us there, more than likely nothing. Oh, this would be great, actually. Some extra coins, some food. Always an apple, completely useless. Never an orange. It's something that connects to that kitchen. Oh. Decision time. We can put the Great Hall in here. The Great Hall opens the east side. No way. There's no way. There's no way. No way we're doing that shit. This costs us a key, but we get it back and we have access to the kitchen again. That's fine, because we still have the key in the nook as well. Okay, and now we buy whatever we can here. We'll start with this. 8 for 10. We bought one banana before, right? So that's 8 for 12. Yeah, no, bananas is better. Okay, but now I can only buy 2 more bananas for 6 steps, so I will do this. 25 steps. Okay, that's enough steps to get upstairs. But now, of course, we need to find a way. That's gonna be our biggest problem now. Find a way into that place. This is a way in, but we have to do it. We have to do it. Well, we need to find a foyer then. Okay. Okay, the coins are here, but that doesn't mean that. Okay, well, we're in, but now we need to get there. With no keys, how is that gonna work? I have no idea where on earth we are gonna find extra keys. We're gonna need extra keys. That's pretty clear. We're gonna have to go drawing room. We need to hope that the metal detector gives us a key here or there. Of course you are gonna try. Of course you are. I don't have any coins to buy anything. Great stuff. Of course it's gonna be locked here. Of course, yeah. We're gonna die on keys. You can see that coming from miles away. The Great Hall is not the way to go in. Not in curse mode. You want Broken Lever into the greenhouse or a secret garden. Great Hall is gonna cost you too many keys to even open that thing. Shovel, doesn't matter. I'll pick up the sledgehammer, but of course. Of course. we saw that coming from miles away. Room 46 open, antechamber open, and you have no keys. I have no keys to get there. No. This is how it's gonna need to happen. We're gonna need to look for our chessboard rooms. We're gonna have to go downstairs there. Pick that chessboard so that we have Banner of the King. Once we have Banner of the King, we choose orange. We look for the foyer so that all these orange doors are unlocked, and then we can drop as many orange doors as we want without losing a key. Foyer into the Great Hall. It will be, the east side will be open. Tunnel, which means we're gonna have to get something going that we can make the magnifying glass with metal detector, so that we can get. I don't think we have the tunnel plan in our house yet. No, we don't. So we need to make sure that we can metal detector, magnifying glass, workshop. make the burning glass, go outside, put on the light in the tunnel so that we can find the tunnel floor plan. So that thing is in our house. Because this will never work. Although we were doing good, kitchen and all that stuff, we opened room 46. I need to put a great down hole in just to get that thing open on the east, but that costed us 3 keys there, just to get that lever open. Great hall is not the way in unless you have the foyer. Especially in curse mode. Because keys are kind of important. Every time you drop the hallway you lose one. But you can saw that we were running left, back and center to even get there. Although we had the room open and the chamber open and room 46 open, I was not getting enthusiastic about it at all because I knew this was going to happen. You can see that coming from miles away, the way that how that game is played. Green rooms do not cost you any gems, then you don't get any green rooms. No, our only way in is the secret garden. The secret garden is the way in. It really is. And the reason is obvious, of course. Not only does it open one side of the antechamber, but it also spreads fruit around the house. So a conference room into a secret garden is what you need to have. And then you will be in no time. Because then you have fruit and steps enough in combination with a kitchen. You have steps enough to go downstairs and just work your way up. Like here, yeah, you have no other choice than to put that kitchen in. You need to put that kitchen in, and then you need to find as many coins as possible in a pantry or something. Corridor is fine. See, we don't have any key, we cannot lose it yet. Boiler room is probably the way to go. Let's power these doors and see if we can find the laboratory now that we still have a gem available. I just pulled the lever. Oh my god, man. Okay. Let's do first straight up there first. Oh, you stupid game. Okay, archives it is. No, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter. You see how this game works? It did not matter. It did not matter. I need to find a gem. Ah, of course not. Of course you're not gonna give me a gem. Why would you? If you wonder what's gonna happen on our powered archives here, 3 doors powered, it's gonna give us the laboratory and we cannot put it in because we don't have a gem. Laboratory, more than likely. So we need to go first search for a gem or something. Okay, go back to the archives and now try to get a laboratory going. Okay, redraw. Doesn't cost any gem, it's gonna be a stupid room. Not important. We are going to die here, I'm very well aware of that. I just need laboratory so we can walk in. And need to hope that this is the laboratory. Security, okay. Okay. This game is brutal and ruthless at times. I can drop the laboratory there, but I can't go in. GG. 7 powers rooms and we still don't get a laboratory. The only thing I was doing there, of course, I very well know we were gonna die. The only thing I was trying to do there was unlock the grotto. Because that would give us the option, if we did get a computer room in the house, that we can always do an experiment. And that is what you're hoping on, because one day or another, the experiment will be set your steps to 40. Now this time the battery pack. Commissary, sure. Do you have the magnifying glass or the metal detector or something? No, we have nothing that can help us. GG. That was a waste of money. The drawing room. Boom, boom. Kitchen in the middle of the house? Sure. Nursery here? Sure. Now we have to go downstairs and drop in as many bedrooms as we can. Would be my guess. Like here, a guest bedroom or something. Yep, sure. Immediately. Put it in. That's 15 steps. Costing us a step to run around a little bit, of course. That's how it works. Code check. How is that going to help us? Maybe. Maybe we need it to put something in there like a metal detector or something, or a magnifying glass if we find one. We don't have a key, so no key into a key. That seems to be a win situation. Courtyards, while we still have a gem, might not be a bad idea either. It's a perfect place for another bedroom. We will walk in there so we can get some extra steps from the nursery thing. Spread the gems in each green room. Very nice. Yeah, we probably need to go for some gems here. Although coins in the kitchen would also help, and extra steps. Metal detector. No shovel, of course. What do you expect? Okay. Boudoir. That's a bunch of steps. That's 5 from the nursery. Plus 6. Unfortunately, they are not. We don't have the observatory. There is the observatory. Now he's going to give me the delicious apples or something while we just ate them. I want to go left, mate, not right. This is turning into the freaking dead wall again every single time. Well, we're gonna need more keys. How can this thing help us? Just hoping on the magnifying glass. Here we are again. Okay. 27. By the time we get back, it will be 14. 14. We can go 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 9 steps to the kitchen where we can buy another 15. Okay, yeah, we have to. We're in that same boat again. I'm gonna have to find an attic, I think. At some point in time. What do we have? Metal detector, battery pack. There are a few options. Garage, secret garden key in the trunk, or the attic could also have the secret garden key. Great hall, not super as you saw before. It's just you need too many keys. Foyer, great hall, yeah, sure. We don't have the broken lever, so broken lever greenhouse combo is not likely. We had the door open many times already, with some decent steps to go, but when that happens, then the game usually screws us over. And that is what's about to happen now, because we need to be able to connect that kitchen out here, or connect that kitchen to the foundation. Because it did not want to give me a turn there either. We have a lot of materials as well, but, well, not a lot, but a decent amount. We still have corridor and spare room in the house, pool though. So that are 2 straights, rumpus room as well. That are 3 straights which potentially could go straight into the foundation. But in an ideal world, of course, you hope on a T-shape so that you can go up and into the foundation. Because yeah, it's like you need to hope on a secret garden, definitely. This is not gonna help us at all. No, we just need to get the club sandwich and then see if we can find a way in. That's 15 steps. And now we just need to get up and up and up and see if we can find a dining room there somewhere around rank 8, and then we can have dinner as well. But it's already locked here. We're only on level 4. That makes no sense. I don't know what I'm hoping on here. Laboratory can do an experiment if we're lucky. We can set our steps to 40, but unless of course we can get an experiment where we can open anti-chamber doors, but that's not likely. That's going to give us that's in cursed mode. I think we better do the parlor and get some extra gems, because it's going to offer us gem rooms. You can see that coming from miles away. Okay, change of plans. Change of plans again. We're in that world again. All 3 statements are false. 2 statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. What? All 3 statements are false. That's definitely a lie. 2 statements are false. That could be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Two statements are false. Okay, if we make this false and we make this false, then the gems are in a box with a true statement, and if we make this true, then the gems are in here. Yeah, okay. Magnifying glass metal detector. Okay, we'll see what we get here. Security. We have to go security. But there is a plan B though. If I'm not getting the great rooms, I go outside. I go back outside. Spread gems in each green room. Yeah, sure. Okay. Costing us a gem, but we will get it back, right? You would think. We don't have a shovel, do we? No. No, of course not. Let's see if we can find some rooms which are not locked. It's doing it again. It is doing it again. Wanted to give me the boiler room there again, and that costed me my last gem. And then we get that laboratory again, and then you cannot afford the laboratory to put it in the house. It was trying to do it again. That's why I didn't pick the boiler room. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I really don't. No idea. Secret garden, secret passage is gonna cost us a key, but that's fine. It's locked. The next door is gonna be locked. Next door is gonna be locked. You get a key here out of here somewhere. Oh my god, maybe. Square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, minus 15 is 10. No. I was hoping on the secret garden again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps to get outside. This is going to cost us a key, but then the next door will be unlocked. So yeah, that's the same of getting a free room, and then the next door will be locked, and you're going to have to use your key anyway. So I could potentially do this, but there's no way, you know. This seems to be a better option. Fucking music room. That's the fucking music room. How on earth are we ever gonna be able to afford that shit? Because if we dropped up here, it gets music room here. Where's my dining room, by the way? No, screwing me over. Security doors are off. Lockpick kit. That never works. Well, at least we get 2 more allowance. What are we doing here? Red? Close, but no cigar. I have to move it first, I think. Okay, some more coins tomorrow. A bloody coin. It's still the same problem. How are we going to get in this room here? Not today, that's for sure, because we cannot afford any of these rooms which have an exit. We could go downstairs and take the elevator up. No, we can't, because the basement door is still not open. Okay. Am I gonna go in there? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps to get into the kitchen. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we find something here that we could use. The nook we need, okay. Kitchen, I don't know what we have left, but we have 7 coins. Probably not enough to buy anything. Maybe a banana, hopefully. Hopefully we didn't buy out all the bananas yet. Can't remember. Close, I think. Okay. 17 steps, okay. Up to the workshop. Craft burning glass. Fucking hell. They locked it up as well. I never bothered to check this, but... Why did they lock that up? I have no idea. Okay. We did get a tunnel. Tunnel floor plan is in. From now on we can play with another strategy though. Now we need to go with a strategy, not to reach room 46, but with a strategy to get the chessboards in the game. With as many steps as or as less steps as we have. In other words, we need office, that's 2 gems, we need study. We need to get a chapel in pretty early before it costs us too much gear stuff and keys and so. Security observatory is going to cost us a gem. Office 2 gems, that's 3. And then we need chapel nook. And then a den room or something. Or dining room or anything with a pawn. There are many pawn rooms. The bishop is going to be the problem, obviously. Unless we're lucky to get the attic somewhere in the house. We're going to have to go for the chapel. For our bishop room, knight room, observatory or security. That's only costing us a gem, so that should be available. We usually have an observatory or a security in the house. It's the study office combination we're going to have to look for now. Because now I do want Banner of the King, now that we have tunnel. Then we can run orange. We'll greater chance of finding foyer. We have foyer, great hall and tunnel, and then we can get into 13 steps upstairs. So if we can then get like some day where we had like 20 or 30 steps, then that's all you need. Foyer, great hall, tunnel your way up to the top. Pick up a rolling die here or there so that you can make sure that you have on your last tunnel here that you can go left. Now, we have 11 steps left. Is there anything else we can burn? Not really, because we don't have the chapel in the house. What do we burn? It's mostly in the tomb. Alright, okay, we can gamble. We still have 11 steps. We don't have an outside room. We could get the tomb, then we are lucky. Didn't I just dig up that thing there earlier? No. We're not lucky. Let me check something. Going by the red letters, I think we did the shelter thing already at some point. No, we didn't apparently. What are the red letters then? Study, boudoir, drawing room. What's the 4th one that we did? Oh, office probably. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. We could do this, but I don't know what time it is. Because that could also help us, of course. Protect us from the red rooms. But I don't know how is that gonna work though. Anytime you draft a red room, you lose all of the above. So we're gonna lose one of each, that's fine. One of each. But I can lose 1 step and draft a weight room and not lose half my steps. So having the shelter, it might not be a bad idea in the future. And we'll get this gem that potentially also gives us an extra gem. So yeah, that is not great, of course. That means we're gonna have to wait here an hour. Which is what? I don't even know what time it is. I have to put that thing on 1 p.m. or something. 1 p.m. What are we? Day 31. Jesus Christ. Let's see. November 7th. 2 is 8, 3 is 9, 4 is 10, 5 is 11, 6 is 12, 7 is 13, 8 is 14, 9 is 15, 10 is 16, 11, 17, 12, 18, 13, 19, 14, 20, 15, 21, 16, 22, 17, 23, 18, 24, 18, 24, 19, 25, 20, 26, 21, 27, 22, 28, 23, 29, 24, 30. November only has 30 days. So 25 is December 1st. 26 is December 2nd. 27 is December 3rd. 28 is December 4th. 29 is December 5th. 30 is December 6th. 31 is December 8th. 7th. December 7th, I think. And hopefully that was just in time. If I'm correct. Well, it's 31 days. 31 minus 7 is 24, plus 1 is 5, 25. It's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I was wrong, wasn't I? 2026. 21, 27, 28, 22, 28. No, I was right. 2026. 27, 28, 29, 30. First. 25th is the first. 25 days is the first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30. The day 31 should be December 8th. 7th. And it wasn't 12 yet, so that's fine. We're gonna have to wait till 1 p.m. and then we're gonna die in the freaking because I did not need to go through that gate. Okay, well, I don't think it matters then. No, it doesn't matter. Because we can't get... It doesn't open from itself. It only opens when you walk in. It's not like if we wait here till 1 p.m. that the safe will be open. You actually have to go in before it unlocks. If not, it will still be locked the next time. Because yeah, you need to go pick it up. As soon as it opens, you need to go pick it up. It stays open for 4 hours. So you need to, in this case, we needed to pick it up between 1 and 5 p.m. Otherwise it would stay closed and you have to do it again the next time. We got a tunnel plan. I'm gonna save and quit for now because we need to freshen up a little bit and get some food and close some things here because the sun is turning and now it's in our apartment. But you got the idea how to do it. You just need to be a bit luckier. Like here we have a lot of preparations done. We had a few opportunities today. It just did not want to give me away in the antechamber. We got one time we had Great Hall, but then we needed use so many keys to get that lever open. Great Hall is not the way to go, I can tell you that. If you want to do it in curse mode, you want to get the secret garden key. Or be lucky that you get the greenhouse when you have the broken lever with you, but also a very slim chance. Great Hall requires way too many keys. And you need your keys upstairs to get even to the antechamber. You're gonna have all those doors will be locked. So you cannot draft the Great Hall unless you can get there and you draft the Great Hall in rank 8 with 4 or 5 keys in your possession. That's a different story. But in all other circumstances, you have to go garage with garage keys. Find the secret garden key, or get the attic and get the secret garden key there, or get the secret garden key from the billiard game or something like that. That's your best chance of getting into that antechamber. Kitchen dining room combination or a nursery with a few bedrooms will give you enough steps to go downstairs and to open that lever. We did it a few times. Unlike now, today we opened it and we had how many rooms did we have? 25 rooms, and we still had enough steps to go back outside to pick up the tunnel floor plan. So my plan now would be trying to find as many rooms for the chessboard as possible and try to get Banner of the King, and then go with the orange strategy. If you can find foyer, you have a way in, and with the tunnel you can get there very quickly. And then it's just a matter on the other side of the house, you go look for steps. Kitchen, guest bedroom, bunch of bedrooms, nursery, boudoir, especially now that we have 3 apples in it. So you just get step so that you can go downstairs, open room 46, come back upstairs and go into your tunnel and dig your tunnel all the way to the antechamber. And then make sure that you have 1 or 2 rolling dice with you. And that way you are guaranteed that the room will turn left, right? So that is how these modes work. I am going to leave it at this, but you get the idea. We showed you how the dare mode works, and we showed you how the curse mode works. Curse mode we're still working on. The dare mode, I don't necessarily need it because I have done it already on my main account. On the playthrough account, we still need dare mode as well. But that's not, if you get a few good dares, it's not that hard to do, to be honest. The curse mode is a bit of a different story, because you're fighting with those colored rooms and at the same time with your low steps, so. We'll see. I am going to leave this series also at it. So episode 38 will be the last one for the Blueprint series. We will start with a new series soon. Escape from Tarkov. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, either PvP or PvE. Normally I play in PvP, but for the YouTube series it might be better to do it in PvE. To have a bit more chance of explaining things without getting shot all over the place. PvE is a little bit easier in such a way that the bots usually announce from miles away, shouting that they announce that they're coming in a way. That doesn't mean that you have to underestimate them. That's a different story. Especially the bosses and so, they can be brutal. You will die. Don't think you're gonna rule the world in PvE. Escape from Tarkov. You will die from those bots. Because it's not only the normal AI, also the players are sort of replaced by a bit more powerful bots, let's say. While you would normally run into players, you run into players played by bots in a way, in PvE. And that's how you can get dog tags and so, obviously. So yeah, that's the next series we will do. And that probably will take us quite a while. Because there are 300-400 side missions, the main story mission, 12 different maps, and they are expanding maps with some PvE maps now, like Icebreaker and Terminal and things like that. And we first need to try to escape from Tarkov, of course. So yeah, that's gonna be a long series, and that's probably what we'll do the rest of summer. That probably will be a combination of recording some videos here or there, but most of it I will just stream, I think, and then export it to YouTube afterwards. Sort of like we did today for this episode. We just streamed it, and then we will export it. Saves me the trouble of uploading that whole thing. We just export the stream to YouTube for our final episode. And then we'll see you in the next one. Escape from Tarkov. Somewhere in the next days we'll probably will start that. And also obviously combining that with season 10 of the Crew Motorfest. We'll see you guys then, whenever we get to that. As for now, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching in this series. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.